Hi guys, this is Raheem with the Modern Spiritualist. I am going to be doing a April 2020 Terra poll for the sun of Cancer. That's Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you know your sun sign is Cancer, you're in the right place. If you know your moon and your rising sign as well, make sure to look for that. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the cards and we'll get started. If you don't care for the card pulling aspect, you can just skip. We've got the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands sequential. That's significant. So you've got forward progress, Cancer. We've got the Sun. In your recent past, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Pentacles reversed for your near future. In your foundation, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Crowning you, we've got the Six of Cups. For your energy, we've got the Two of Cups. Environmental, we've got the Four of Swords. I keep pulling that for environmental. It's crazy. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Hopes and fears, we've got the Fool. Your outcome energy, we have the Star. This is a really, really positive reading. Give me just a minute. So for the kind of general through line, the theme running through the month of April 2020 for you, Cancer, we have got the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands. Now, Cancer, you're a homebody for the most part, unless you've got something really extroverted in your chart. I get the sense that you're kind of loving this. Because there's a sense of accomplishment for you for being in a domestic situation that you can sort of improve on because you've got the time and you're occupying that space, many of you. So I'm getting the sense that you're like, yeah, I'm with the people I love. We're spending a lot of time together. I just get a real sense of passion burning within you in a really is passion for many of you. There's something fiery about your energy this month, Cancer. For some of you, I feel like you're actually expanding your network in the sense of people that you do know that are in your circle. You're sort of getting to know them better. Um, and for those of you that I don't get a sense of expansion from, it's just sort of like you're enhancing your relationship with the people that you are with right now, which is really awesome. And then it's bringing you to just this sense of, I don't know, just feeling holistically well within your living space and your family units. I feel a lot of camaraderie. I think for some of you, it literally is you're living with 2 or 3 other people, and you're feeling really positive about it. For some of you, or just feel really close to 2 or 3 people, and it's bringing you to a sense of the people that you're with right now, creating this like unit that almost feels like a wolf pack for you guys right now. It feels very positive. It feels very domestic. It feels very, very fiery and passionate. Any love affairs going on, probably going pretty well. Crossing you, we have the Sun card. For some of you, I'm literally channeling, make sure that you're actually going outside. You know, you can take social distancing walks, solitary walks, things like that. Make sure that you're actually getting sunlight, because if you spend too much time inside, you will get a little stir crazy, and sometimes you can zoom out of your own perspective when you are, you know, taking that time for yourself, because it does feel inherently expansive to be out in nature, so make sure that you're not neglecting that, but it doesn't feel like it's, you know, it doesn't feel like it's a big issue. It's just kind of a reminder for you guys to do that, especially with all the domestic and home stuff going on right now. Make sure you're balancing that. In your recent past, we got the Eight of Pentacles. For some of you, I feel like there's a sense of things being put on hold, which is coming through for everybody right now. For you in particular, maybe you were sort of, I get the sense of like some of you just had foiled plans, like, oh, I was working towards this thing, and like now that's not happening because everything's changing. And this is in the upright, but I'm feeling disappointment with this. Like, I'm feeling like, oh, things were going well. I had a plan in place, and now I'm not really sure what to do now. But I would encourage you to, because this does feel really positive wherever you were at and whatever you were doing, to be flexible without, and this is where the upright comes in for me, to be flexible without like actually sacrificing or letting go of these plans, because it doesn't feel like anything's over. Like, it just feels like things are put on hold, things are changing, and because of that, things need to either be sort of like amended or worked around or revised or things like that. So if you're feeling any disappointment, I do think things will move forward for you. So maybe just keep thinking about this and think about what you do want to do, and how you can do as much of it as you can right now with the situation that you're in, whatever that may be. Because in the near future, I've got the Three of Pentacles reverse, which these feel mirrored to me. It kind of feels like things were going well, things are totally put on hold. So, Three of Pentacles in the reverse can sometimes point to disharmony, especially in the workplace. I'm not getting a lot of that. I'm getting some internal disharmony in the sense that you're upset that things are put on pause and you're uncertain right now and you don't know how things are going to shake out. I would encourage you, if you're feeling anxiety about that, or if you're feeling disappointment, to lean into these energies right now, because this is clearly your focus. I mean, you've got this Eight of Pentacles energy in the upright here, which means that nothing's ending for you, especially in the realm of like career or passion or things like that. But I do feel a sense of frustration with things being put on hold, and I think that's really valid. I just don't want you to feel like it's the end, because it's not. In your foundation, this is what's driving you. You've got the Nine of Pentacles. which is linked to this too. So you feel really driven right now. I get the sense that some of you, it's just in the planning stages, like nothing's really been manifested yet, but you're really thinking about what it is that you want. Grand scheme, right? What do you want in your career? What do you want for your life? And I would say that this pause is actually a great opportunity to really flesh that out, which it feels like you guys are doing that, like you're really thinking about the future in a positive way, and using this opportunity to get it straight, what you want and how you're going to get it, and something that will last, something that is substantial for you, and will ripple into all areas of your life. Like, how do I want my home to look like? What do I want my career to be? How will these two things fuel each other? How will that fuel my relationships and vice versa? All of those things, right? And then crowning you, we've got the Six of Cups. This is what you're thinking about. And this goes right back to these core energies here. You may just be having a good time with your friends and family, having a good time at home, revisiting things that you maybe enjoyed that you haven't had time for recently because, life was busy, and now you're at this, weird pause point that we all are at. So it seems like things are for the majority of you feeling really good. Yeah. Yeah, and then this is a position of you, this is your energy, this is your attitude coming into April 2020. It's the Two of Cups. So for some of you, I am channeling romance. Like, I do feel that some of you just have relationships going really well, and when you're stuck, in a house, for the most part, with certain people, things could really, they could go a lot of different ways. And I get the sense that a lot of you are really being enriched by this experience, which has already been reflected with these core cards here. You're really feeling love. You're really feeling love for the people that you're around, and feeling connection and harmony and all of those positive things. Yeah, and then this is your external circumstances. This is how your external environment is directly impacting you and influencing you. We've got the Four of Swords, which I keep pulling for this position. And again, it just means everything's on hold. Everybody's recuperating. Not to invalidate everything that is horrible about this crisis, because it is horrible. The opportunities in it do exist, and the opportunity is that our society moves way too fast, does not cultivate yin energy as it should, which is the energy of restoration and rest and replenishment. We don't sleep well as a culture, and it's reflective of the dysfunction inherent in it, where we have too much activity. It's excess yang, it's false yang energy. And what this is doing is forcing us, because nature will inherently balance itself. Things that are out of balance will come into balance, and this is what's forcing us to come into balance right now. Because this quarantine makes us sit with ourselves, right? Makes us slow down. A lot of us are working less. And what you can do in that space is not only gain the energy and cultivate the energy that you need to move forward in a better way, in a healthier way, but you can also discover things about yourself and things that you want, and get in touch with yourself in ways that you didn't before because you didn't have the time or the space. And this is reflected with the Ace of Swords energy that I also pulled for this position, which is indicating to me that you're getting some sort of fresh perspective with this pause. You're getting some sort of insight that allows you to approach something differently moving forward, and it's really positive. Like an information download. Something clicks for you this month. This is the position of your hopes and fears. I'm getting fear for many of you, because we are all collectively in a new cycle right now. We're all in shift. We're all moving from one energetic place to the next, and we know that at the end of this crisis, things aren't going to be the same. Like, things will change, and that's scary because uncertainty is inherently terrifying for all of us. It's necessary, but it's an uncomfortable place to be. But in discomfort is where we actually find growth and transformation. And this is in the upright. So this new start for you is going to be positive, but with the Fool energy, because it kind of represents a leap of faith energy. With it can kind of come just like oh, is it going to be okay? Like I don't know where I'm going to land, and that's the point, right? So fear is not a negative thing. It's just a thing that can overtake you if you're not aware of it. So be aware of your fear coexisting with the fact that you know that this is a good new start, right? And you can hold space for both, okay? And then the outcome energy is the star, which is amazing. This is basically like you leveling up, like you're coming into a higher version of yourself. And you know it. You're feeling this. You can look at yourself and say, oh, I'm different, and I'm different in a positive way. I'm growing. And you're probably feeling really good towards the end of this month, going through all this transformation. So it doesn't look like any fear holds you back. It doesn't look like this pause really holds you back or causes much frustration, because you've got so much positive energy going on here with from many of you, your home and family life. But I mean, this could be any area of your life. This is a general reading. So I think that's all I have for you, Cancer. Lean into your support system, your family, your friends. Lean into yourself and see what you can find there. Have trust that the plans that you had before this whole crisis hit will move forward for you after this pause point. Have patience with yourself, with the world, and be waiting for this Ace of Swords. I think this will be significant for you. I think it's what's going to ultimately lead you basically through this Fool energy and into the Star energy. So, thank you, Cancer. Have a great month, and I hope to see you guys again.